If you have breath, you have a reason to use it. My dear friends, let us begin with a truth so simple and yet so often forgotten. If you have breath, you have a reason to use it. And if you have a reason to use it, then you have a purpose, no matter your age, your station, or the shadows lengthening upon your days. There is a great misconception in this world, a whispering lie that creeps into the minds of those who have lived long. It tells them that their work is finished, that they are but echoes of what they once were, that their best days have passed and their voice is now a relic of time gone by. But I tell you, this is nonsense. The author of life does not keep ink in his pen for idle scrawling. If you still draw breath, then he has not yet written the final chapter of your story. Consider the trees in the autumn of the year. The leaves may change, their color deepening into a fiery brilliance, but is their work done? No. In their golden days, they still offer shade to the weary traveler, shelter to the small bird, beauty to the passer-by, even as the winds of winter approach. Their roots deepen. Their presence remains steadfast. And so it is with you. You are not finished. You are becoming. Some will say, "But my strength has waned, and my hands are not as steady as they once were." Ah, but strength is not measured in the swiftness of the limb, nor in the vigor of the flesh. Some of the greatest works of man have been done with trembling hands and voices that quivered under the weight of wisdom. Was it not one in the latter days of his life who led his people to the very edge of the promised land? Did not a great artist, long past the prime of youth, still wield the brush to paint the glory of the heavens? Was it not an elder, in the twilight of his years, who received the grandest vision of them all? Great things are not only for the young, nor is significance reserved for those whose backs are still straight. If anything, age has gifted you a wealth that the young do not yet possess. The treasure of experience, the wisdom of years, the clarity of vision that only those who have walked many miles can see. Perhaps your work is not what it once was. The hands that built may no longer lift. The voice that taught may not be as strong. But the soul, my friends, the soul does not diminish. It does not wither. It does not retire. It is as sharp and vital as it was in the beginning, because it belongs not to time, but to eternity. And so, if you can still breathe, speak. Speak words of encouragement to those who falter. Speak words of kindness to those who despair. Speak wisdom to those who still have roads to travel. Your breath is not given to you merely to exist. It is given so that you might give. To give comfort, to give hope, to give truth. Perhaps you say, "But I have no audience. No one listens." Then listen yourself. Listen to the quiet whisper of truth that tells you your days still have meaning. Listen to those who need the wisdom you have gathered. Listen for the opportunity to bless another with even a single word. And if the voice within you is weary, if silence presses too heavily upon your soul, then turn to the source of breath in the first place. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. Every breath you take is a whisper of truth, a reminder that purpose still flows through your veins. So do not count yourself among those who have finished their work. Do not sit idly by, thinking your days are for waiting. No, if you have breath, then rise to the task before you. Whatever it may be, whether great or small, it is yours to do. And it is needed. Let us live out our days with purpose, with hope, and with the knowledge that if breath still fills our lungs, then the world still needs what we have to give. There is no final curtain, no point at which one must say, I am done. The heart that beats within your chest still has rhythm left to play. Each moment is a note in the grand composition of your life, and each breath is an opportunity to create harmony where once there was silence. Those who have walked long upon this earth hold melodies that the young have not yet learned to sing. There is depth in the voice of the elder that cannot be mimicked by those still in their springtime. It is a voice tempered by both joy and sorrow, refined by the furnace of experience, and softened by the gentle touch of time. Consider the candle that flickers but has not gone out. Though the flame dances lower, its light still cuts through the darkness. The warmth it offers is no less meaningful than when it first blazed forth. If a single candle can defy the night, then what of the soul who still carries the light of years? The work is not finished simply because one grows older. Rather, it becomes more refined, more intentional, more precious. What you give now is the distilled wisdom of a lifetime, the essence of all you have learned and become. It is not the end. It is not even the slowing. It is merely the next phase in the grand unfolding of existence. There is always another chapter, always another sentence yet to be written, and always another soul in need of the truth you carry. If you have breath, you have a reason to use it. If you have breath, you have something left to give.